TV. This is Clean Money TV.
As an entrepreneur getting into the business, you find you spend maybe the most productive part of your day doing what you would call coactivity.
Yeah.
And then at close of day, 5 o'clock, when everybody else is trying to make their way home, is when now you get to do those other admin things.
I think probably we can split these entrepreneurs into two.
Mm-hmm.
The first one would be a side hustle professional. So the thing is, just at their day job, they're tired already. So now they add something on top. So I'm not sure it would be fair to find a cure for them, because the cure can be ambitious.
What are these things that keep people busy and yet they look back and they're not productive? It almost sounds like an oxymoron.
So the intention of a growing business, therefore, is this stall person to now say, you know what, I need hands in the store so that I go get business out there. For us, way back, I used to be in a music production house, and it was my partner and myself, and we were both making tracks, amazing tracks. I listened to his, he listens to mine. Then we realized, by the way, we are still broke. So the tracks are there and they are hot. So we realized, okay, one of us will need to drop it. So I dropped it. So from today, I'm not producing. It's a hard decision, because that's what you love, that's what you know, but we will die anyway. So one of us has to drop it, the other one specializes, and you go business develop. So at that particular point, that was the only way.
A business exists to find a customer and to keep that customer.
Yeah.
To me, I would say if an entrepreneur is at the place where they're trying to identify what's important vis-a-vis the other things that could appear urgent, let that importance be defined by the customer. So that if the customers I'm serving, I can draw what is important from that. There'll always be these other many things that should happen for the business to continue to function. But if I just focus on those things that have been defined to me in my engagement with potential or existing customers, then I'll be doing the most important things. And that way I can say I've actually found priorities where I can channel my most productive time of day energy and resources towards those things. And then progressively I can do the less important things off peak, if I'm in a situation where you're the only person running this enterprise that you've started on your own.
Okay. Now sometimes I look at entrepreneurs and it seems like they're those who can easily look at the whole picture and determine this, for me as the business owner, this and this are priority, and so they just do this and this. And later on you look back and it seems like their business is thriving and they're so productive. But then there are those who are not able to get into that space where they differentiate to figure out which one is most important. So are there tools somebody can use? How does somebody get to that place where they recognize, as the business owner, for me, this, and this is important. The rest, they may even look urgent, but that's not me. How does somebody get there? Because it seems some get there easily, some, man, they're still hustling. Man, I'm still hustling.
For me, I can say what probably I've tried, and ever since we started applying this approach, it gave us fruits. And the approach was When we start a business, we write something we call "Where is the money?" So where is the money is who are we targeting? Where are they? How old are they? Do they have the purchasing power? Yeah.
Let's go back to your because I want us to use an actual example.
Yes.
To bring it home better.
Yes.
Let's go back to the production. Production.
Yes.
So
yes.
use that as a template.
Yes. So let me put it in.
Yes.
So now we are here making tracks, and we realize, okay, we are still broke. So we wanted to ask ourselves, where is the money? Yeah. Because you don't have, I don't have, but we've been busy.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been busy. This, the electricity guys keep coming and clipping, and you wonder what's happening.
Yes.
And we realized, oh, by the way, why can't we create a where is the money template? Like it follows the principle that says, unless you first see it and complete it in your mind, don't start it on the ground. Yeah. So then we say, where is the money? Let's find the money, then walk backwards. So we said, okay, who are we targeting? Yeah. Where are they? How old are they? How much do they have? What do they spend the money for? Yeah. Then why would they spend? Then we realize, I can give a quick synopsis of a demograph. So at that particular point, we were looking at a demograph of two demographics, 0 to 18 and 18 to 35. In our Where is the Money, we said 0 to 18, they are called the hype-oriented market. They don't buy the content, they buy the beat. Yeah. Why do they do that? Because they are confined in their living. So every time they are told, sit down, you better be quiet, why are you disorganized? So the only time that they can let loose without getting into trouble is when they dance. Yeah. So if we can get something that they can dance to, they can do it in their room for all we know, and they'll still have expressed themselves without getting into trouble. How much do they have? They have at most 100 shillings in their pocket. What priorities do they use the 100 shillings for? Number one, they'll spend 50 bob to go to town and come back home purely to go window shop with their friends. And at the end of the day, they'll give 20 bob, 20 bob, 20 bob, buy fries. Yeah. Then they come back home. When they come back home, they have a competitive product that is asking for the remaining of their money, and that's airtime for bundles. Yeah. So we were asking ourselves, so where are we? Where is the money in this?
So basically you're profiling the person that you want to give this product to.
Exactly. We realize that as people, they don't have. So where is the money? Then we realize they are bait. So the money is not with them. The money is with their parents. Why are they bait? Because they have something, they have the ability to make things look big. They are obsessive about things. If they're obsessed on something, they will talk about it, they will make everyone know about it. So the idea is to affiliate something that they can talk about to people who have purchasing power. And the more they talk about it, will look important, and these ones will actually spend towards that. And we found the money, but they were not the client. They were the bait to the client.
So now, I'm just wondering, in that whole picture, now for you, as the business owner, what became your priority? Because now you've stepped back from actually creating the beats. So what became your priority? So
our priority became, at that particular point, to be able now to know if this is our messenger to the person with the money, we need to study the person with the money. And the person with the money was 18 to 35. So newly employed, working class, young families. Yeah. What do they want? These are the big sisters and the big brothers of these ones. And now they have some new money coming in. But they are preferential buyers. They prefer things that have fashion and gadgets. So what we do is, when we make music that these ones can dance to, we put gadgets and clothes fashion that these ones are interested in. So, and we realized that we started getting partnerships with people who are making cloth lines, with people who are doing gadgets, and from the desire of just producing music, we found ourselves producing commercials. It flipped on its own. Because we were saying, instead of changing the product, change the client, and it worked.
And it worked. I don't know what you think, listening to that whole story.
What I'm hearing is just a business, an entrepreneur who has a plan and wants to translate this plan into something results. In this case, results in business are measured in monetary terms. And so it's managing the many variables in that space to give you that desired result. Like the example you just gave about in the music industry, identifying which is the market, what product we take to them, in what format, and that demographic, establishing that. In the office, there's production, and there are many other things that go with keeping the office going, keeping the team engaged. But then there is the thing, as you're talking about, the mind is establishing what needs to be done. That is the role of the leader, what needs to be done. How it should be done could be the team now to know, okay, the leader has said that's where we are going, meaning this is the ideal plan. How we get there is the creativity of the other people who he delegates to. You produce the music, you develop some flyers to market it, you come up with a platform how you are going to take it to the market online, on CD, on whatever format. That's the how-to. But then he has defined the priority as the leader. That's where we are going. What he's calling where's the money. That's the big ideal, the big plan. Whether it be a one-person entrepreneurship or some of our larger organizations here where CEO reports to the board, that gap exists.
We've run out of time for our episode for today. It's Business Conversations Uncensored, talking about how to become more productive in your business and also in your life as an individual. So we'll pick up on this topic in the next episode. What I would urge you to do for me is tell your friends about this show, have them come on board as we build a community so that we can learn together and grow together. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Next time on Clean Money Monday.
The CEO's mandate is to translate plans which has been his promise to the shareholders and the board into results.
Once you've seen the big picture, then how do I break it down into this daily how-tos that I know if I stick to this how-to, if I stick on this road and I just do one step at a time, eventually I'll end up in Nakuru.
Yes.
You get, but sometimes as the business owner, you're thinking Nakuru ni mbali. Na sina capital, sina gari. How do I even get there?
This is Clean Money TV.